October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and BH Care works to empower victims by providing advocacy and safe services, all while working for social change. We are here with BH Care Community and Education Coordinator Rachel Shapani. Rachel, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
So this is a really important month. Why is it so crucial for people to recognize this month, and what do you think they should be thinking about?
Absolutely. So domestic violence really is a public health issue. You know, back in the 70s, we used to think of it as a private issue, but now we know, it affects so many. It's really important to bring awareness so that people know what to look for and what services they can reach out for help.
And now BH Care does offer a number of those services. Tell us about some of them.
Absolutely. So BH Care has the Umbrella Center for Domestic Violence Services and the Hope Family Justice Center, and people can come and receive free services from us to get wraparound services, support, counseling, advocacy, and legal help as well, and safe shelters.
And I think what's important to note here, we were just talking about this, is a lot of these services are confidential, which for victims of domestic violence, that's really important.
Absolutely. That really helps them feel safe to come to us and be able to share their stories and ask for help.
Now, you have other locations around the state. I know you are here in the Elm City, but you have multiple locations. How can someone come in to see you if they might be struggling?
Absolutely. So people can call into our hotline, which is 24/7. They can reach an advocate at any day or time of day or night, or they can come and walk into our office to receive help on site.
And what are some of the specifics, specific programs, treatments that you use to help these people who might come in? Absolutely.
So our counselors really work to advocate for our victims and whatever support and help they're looking for, and work through domestic violence counseling, which is a lot of safety planning and making sure that people know ways that they can stay the most safe in their situation.
Are there any misconceptions about domestic violence that you would like our viewers to be aware of, or what really should people, bystanders know?
Absolutely, that domestic violence impacts everyone. There's no one face to domestic violence, no matter what socioeconomic status you're a part of, or race or culture or gender. It impacts everyone, and so that's why it's important for everyone to know about it.
And I've heard throughout this month, we've done a number of interviews on this, and they say it's important for bystanders to be active bystanders. Any tips on how people might intervene in a positive way if they see this happening?
I think the biggest thing for people is to just know of the services that are available in your community, so that way if you are able to support someone, you know where to get help and how to direct them to get help. And just being as supportive as possible, being understanding of what they might be going through, and letting them know that they have your support is the best thing that someone can do.
And I want to talk about some statistics here. I know you said this really impacts a large number of people in our state. From your experience, could you talk about some of those numbers?
Absolutely. So nationally, the stats are 1 in 3 women and 1 in 7 men will experience domestic violence. But here locally, a lot of people like to know the local numbers because it kind of helps understand the issue greater. We, in the past fiscal year at the Umbrella Center, we served just under 6,000 victims. And that's just in our area of the state.
Right.
So it really is not just a national problem, but a statewide problem.
Okay, very important to highlight this. Very quickly before we go, you do have an event coming up. Tell us about that.
Yes, so we have an event today at My Sister's Place, which is the thrift store that is able to provide all the funds, not all the funds, but some of the funds for the Umbrella Center, so that we can provide those free services. So they have a customer appreciation day today. People can go in, buy things and learn more about our domestic violence services. And then on Tuesday the 24th at 1 p.m. we have an event on the Long Wharf Pier to honor and bring awareness to victims who have lost their lives and victims who are now survivors.
Great. Well, thank you so much for this really informative knowledge here, and we will of course have all the details on your events and on your services on our website, WTNH.com, and you can also visit bhcare.org. Keep it right here. We will be right back.